11 on EA Sports. Akeem Hunt now to return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on second down. Knight. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. To throw on 3rd down. Knight steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit!
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. KJ Wright. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Knight. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
And that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Penny, a first down carry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Penny will try to punch it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey, tempo.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's Sacramento. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, rolls. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Thomas rolls. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on second down. Knight. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Knight. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
From the gun, Knight throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back to throw. Knight. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Knight, a dump underneath to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Operating from the gun, Knight. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And now a carry here for their fullback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penning. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
third down, Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On first down, throw sides. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
On second down, Wilson being chased out left. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On third down, Knight. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A handoff to Penny, and some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Tempo, tempo.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Wilson on third down. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Well, forget the field goal to try to tie this thing. They'll have a chance to take the lead here with 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Janikowski bangs it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run from Penny. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And some space here. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Let's go, let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go 14. Go 14. Check 50, check 50.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Baldwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. Janikowski on for the extra point. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Knight. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Knight firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Off play action. Knight rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll give it to him up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Right back to Prosise. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Dixon. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The pitch goes to Petty. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Wilson. Forced out to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Keeps himself upright. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun! Gun!
play fake. Knight rolling to his left. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watching that, Marty! Marty!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. The give is to Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming.
Right,
this is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Knight. This throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Knight being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And Dixon has it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching approaching the game and trying to beat a defense is proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's back to throw. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This is caught at the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Uses the spin. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gotta go, hurry up, let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from inside the 5. Here's Wilson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now Hunt on the return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. They begin with a run by Penny. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
There's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Right left, right left. Tempo, tempo. Right, easy. Check 51, check 51.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
95, 95. Hey, hey. Zebra. Gotta go.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, over here.
Here's a give to Penny. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play. It's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now the timeout comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it! The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime.